face ninja, prince of rhymes. I slay demons for their crimes. I've come here to beat bad guys. Time to cut you down to size.
And here we go.
It's the comic book bullies.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
It's the comic book bullies.
You will bow down before me!
It's the comic book bullies.
Now I am the master.
It's the comic book bullies. It's the comic book bullies.
All right, give it to me.
The following contains offensive language and spoilers. Listener discretion is advised. Dun, 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 dun.
Christmas in Hollis. Oldie but goodie.
Round so loud and proud you hear it. It's Christmas time, we got the spirit.
Welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies. Knows you bullying host Leray, aka 1A. With my co-host.
This is Eli, aka Eggnog Ewok.
There you go. Eli, it took a lot of planning for me to do that, but yeah. Yeah, and we're back with another episode. We're going to jump into it, and also want to give a shout out to our third co-host, the AI.
All hail the Doombots.
Without them, we'll probably still be here, but they won't let us. So, yeah. Which we'll talk about AI in a second. That's what, yeah. All right, Eli. You know what? I'm not going to talk about that. But I will talk about this. I was going to do a sidetrack, but I'm doing a sidetrack. So the Epstein list is out, right?
Okay, yeah.
And list coming out, Eli. I'm sorry. Winnie the Pooh's on it. You gotta go.
Shit. Son of a bitch.
Cancel.
Yeah, well, I was an Eeyore fan anyway, so.
Did you, aren't you boycotting Winnie the Pooh for some reason? Or was it another children's book? I can't remember.
Well, I didn't like the slasher, but I thought everyone loves the slasher, the Winnie the Pooh slasher movie. I thought it was
I've never heard nobody that loved the Winnie the Pooh slasher, but I'm glad you loved it.
No, I did not. I did not love it.
Oh, you did? I don't know anybody that did love it. I thought I was talking about the original source material. I forgot about that slasher, but yeah.
I'm trying to. They made a sequel. They got two of them.
Why? They really? Okay.
Like I said, people liked it enough where they got a sequel. So, but yeah.
Sure. Why not? Yeah. That being said, we move on to the next part of the podcast, or we can actually start the podcast. Let me see where we're at. No, let's talk about this. Let's talk about it in a second. Yeah. Let's celebrate, Eli. Let's rejoice.
Okay.
Yeah. Because two YouTubers got their ass kicked.
Oh, yes. Yes. It's happy winter solstice. You know,
it's happy winter solstice on there. It was
the
almost
world
like our birthday.
Going back into balance. The force is putting everything back into balance.
Right. Nature is healing. Okay?
Yes.
Two idiots that get famous off just being toxic for no fucking reason and talk way too loud got this shit kicked in. So,
yes.
Hey, what a lovely day.
Yeah, it's the weekend of watching douchebag fucking fuckboys get their asses whooped finally.
Right.
They're come up.
This is what happened to people when you can't talk shit on the internet and you show up in real life. This is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So let this be a lesson to everybody else. So
the con can only go on so long.
Exactly. Now, just because those two YouTubers got their ass kicked, don't bring this shit to us. I'm just letting you know that right now. These two YouTubers, you can't kick their ass. I know we talk nerd shit all the time like that. Don't try us. So yeah. That being said, we move to the next part of the podcast.
Sure.
Okay. We're going to bring back a classic, Eli.
Okay.
The classic. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the box office numbers.
Okay.
And I want you to give it to me. What is the number one movie of the week?
Is it a Disney movie?
I think so, I guess. Sure.
I think they own it now, right?
Yeah, they pretty much own like 1/3 of everything. So you got a 1/3 of a chance of getting it right. So I'm gonna say, yeah, it was a Disney movie. So yeah. The movie we have here is, of course, exactly what you think it is. Avatar. Fire and Ice, Ash. or whatever.
Fire and ass.
So I guess it was ass. That's what people are saying like that. Because yes, it of course is the number one movie of the week, Eli, but it didn't do the numbers it normally does. You know,
Mhm.
like I said, it's doing decent, but we don't do Avatar for decent. We want like numbers to just go through the roof, just blow up stuff like that. So at this point, I don't even think it's going to make $2 billion. So
It's not gonna make.
if it's not that, what are we doing? You know,
I think it's doing exceptionally well for 2025. In our modern
not really.
climate, I think a lot.
Not really. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, yes, box office number wise is doing kind of low right now. But like I said, if you look at for like worldwide numbers, year wise numbers, it's not even like in top 20 right now. Maybe like top 17, so like that. Like it's for Avatar for any movie, this is low. Like I said, 345 million right there. And that's you're right. That's decent. That's decent. But for Avatar levels, this may kill the franchise.
Well, what
I'm thinking,
did
make it a
Superman
franchise,
do?
I don't know.
What did Superman finish? 86 million?
You talking about? No, I think Superman did 100 million
Oh, it did?
in his first
Okay.
weekend. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. So, but Avatar didn't. So it's like, we in trouble. So,
Yeah.
and on top of that, they had all this crazy shit where they actually talked about, because they threw the Avengers trailer in the movie, right?
I heard about that. I thought they were gonna drop it on the internet, but they didn't.
That's what I thought, and I told you that was going to happen. That didn't happen, so that's my bad. That's on
Oh,
me.
that's what you meant?
Yeah,
You
that's
said
what I
wait
meant.
till tomorrow morning. I'm like, what's happening? And then,
But yeah, because I thought they were going to drop it on the internet, and they never did. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's not a real thing. Maybe it's just got leaked stuff like that. But no, actually, people that I have talked to have went to the movie theaters and they saw the trailer. They saw the Avengers Doomsday trailer, and I believe because there was multiple people that said it. Not only did they see that trailer, they saw the Spider-Man 4 trailer too.
oh no shit.
Yeah, saw both of them. So I'm like, okay, cool. That's what's
Is
up.
that how they're trying to get people to go to the movies? Go see a trailer.
Yes, because they won't release them online. So there's like, and on top of it, not only that, with the Avengers Doomsday, what they're saying and what I'm hearing is that there's going to be 4 different trailers. So if you go to see Avatar 4 different times, you're gonna see 4 different trailers. You gotta
Oh,
follow
so
this
it's
thing.
gonna be like Clue back in the day.
Oh, you remember that? Yes,
I do remember that.
Yeah, that's a throwback right there. People don't know what Eli's talking about. The Clue movie that came out actually had what 4 different endings?
Three
I think?
different endings.
3 different endings. So if you saw the movie 3 different times, it was a different killer at the end.
Yeah.
So, and that's why people, when they were, and then, like I said, it was pre-internet and stuff like that. So people were discussing the movie, at work and stuff like that. People were getting different, different endings, different. Like, no, that didn't happen. This happened. That happened.
Yeah,
but they couldn't compare.
It wasn't until it showed up on cable where they showed all 3 endings.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I didn't even know. I was like, damn, okay.
Right. That's the thing. A lot of people didn't know until they told them, and people think they were making it up, or people like they didn't see it. But no, that's what was going on. So yeah, it's crazy stuff. Yeah. What else we got here? And you know what the trailer was, right? Let's get out there.
No, I didn't even bother looking at any of the leaks or anything.
Good, because Disney would have sent their lawyers after you or arrested you or all kind of shit like that. Because the thing was, it was actually leaked online for like 2 minutes.
Okay.
This is rare for this. This is how you know Disney is fucking up already. When's the last time you heard Disney getting a trailer leaked? That never happens. Like they got all kind of lawyers like they're not Disney letting shit leak. That shit don't happen, man. So yeah, but anyway, the trailer was from what I remember, Steve Rogers Chris Evans is back. That's back.
Yeah, okay, I heard about
Chris
that.
Evans is back. He's married. Basically, it's like when he went to the house with Peggy Carter. They show him what he was doing in there, and they had a baby.
Okay.
And that's trailer. That's it.
Okay.
That's all it was. Nothing else. So people freaking out. People going on like Spider-Man. I don't know what happened to Spider-Man. I didn't ask Spider-Man. Well, I guess we'll see Spider-Man more like that. But the point was that's going on. Steve Rogers has a baby. Chris Evans is back as Captain America. So yes, Captain America is back. But is it me or I thought Captain America? Oh, we'll come back to that. I think I left it. Whatever. I thought Captain America never left. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So now you got this big thing on the internet right now. Everybody losing this shit right now. Like, oh, why is Chris Evans replacing Anthony Mackie? We're gonna get Captain America. What we gonna do with that when this is all chaos shit like that? Don't act like y'all give a shit now. Don't. Y'all been complaining about this shit for like the last 5 years. We want the old folks back. We want Robert Downey Jr. We want Chris Evans back. We want the old Avengers back. Y'all been saying this shit for the longest. Now that y'all got it back, now y'all whining? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I didn't care about Anthony Mackie then. Don't act like you care about Anthony Mackie now. So, yeah, I have no idea how much Chris Evans in the movie. He may be a cameo and Dr. Doom rip his spine out, shit like that. I don't know. We don't know. But the point is, don't whine about the shit now. It is what it is. Let it happen. So, move on. What we got to talk about? I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, back to Avatar. Nobody saw that. Well, Avatar is like the weirdest ass movie because I feel like nobody's seen it, but everybody's seen it. Like, like your friend, like you can. Have you ever heard anybody quote Avatar? Eli? That's what I'm saying.
I have not. No, I wonder why it's so big.
Yeah, I mean, like if somebody were to quote Avatar to you, would you recognize the line? Like any line from the $2 billion movie or $5 billion franchise.
Like, and I feel like I should like it, but I think I only saw the first one, and I thought it was I thought it was alright. It was alright.
Right, but I'm just saying, if this movie makes out the movie, you think it would make like a cultural impact? Like if you say movie lines from Infinity War Endgame, people recognize that, but Avatar, nothing.
It insists upon itself.
Yeah, it just keeps going like that. But I guess they keep doing cheap tricks like this, like 3D glasses and Avenger trailers and shit like that. So yeah, whatever. So have it, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I saw the first Avatar in IMAX 3D back in the day because it was supposed to be some like mind-blowing thing, and I thought it was just alright.
Right. So I guess, but that ain't what we just want to talk about, because now we're going to talk about the box office numbers for the year, because the year is almost over. We almost wrapped this bad boy up, and we're going to talk about it. And let me throw the thing on there. Yeah, throw it on there. Okay. Y'all do the thing. Anyway, I should have did earlier, but I forgot. I ain't worried about it. But point is, what we're going to get back to it is we're going to do the overall numbers of the box office. Like you see the number one movie on the box office, the movie that we're actually going to review later on the day, and it is, I think I'm going to say this right, Zha II. Am I saying it right, Eli?
Well, Nausea,
Austin Powers Fasha. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. That's what it is. But
boy, did you watch it? They said his name in a bunch of.
They did. I watched both of them, and still 1 and 2, and still can't get his name right. But yeah. So that's good. But you see the box office numbers on there. It is far and away the highest grossing movie of the year at $1.9 million, almost $2 billion at that. Mm-hmm. Just to let you put it in perspective, the reason how they do that much money, because 1.8 million of that came out of China alone.
Yeah.
So, and it did come to United States, and it flopped. Nobody saw it. Nobody knew what it was. Nobody came.
No, we didn't know what it was. You told me about it, and
right, I just kept telling you about it. I told Eli about Zha II at the beginning of the year, because this movie was like running away with it then. So we tried to hunt for it, try to find it, couldn't find it because, like I said, it's still overseas, and went and watched Zha I on Tubi.
Yeah, that's on Tubi.
It's on Tubi now. I was like, oh shit, okay, and that shit came out in 2019.
And I was like, oh, this is cool. I want to see the second one now. And
yeah, but then it took forever for it actually to get here. So yes, we had to wait on that. So yeah. Then we finally got that, and I think it did come out in IMAX like August. But like I said, I had some more pressing shit going on in comic books and movies shit like that, so I couldn't go to the movies at all that time. So I had to wait. Eli lied to me and told me it's going to come out in September on HBO. Not knowing it was that? HBO Asia.
Did I say that, or did you say that?
I didn't say it. No, I didn't say it. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. No, you did that. But it was HBO Asia, so instead of coming in, so we had to wait till actually December for that to come out. Then we finally got it. Well,
and then I looked, it said December 24th, so I was thinking it was going to come out this week, but it already dropped. You told me it dropped yesterday.
Oh yeah, so, that's right. You did say December 24th. So
yeah. So you told me, hey Nate, did you watch Zha II yet? And I'm like, is it on? Like, where the oh shit? Well, I better get on that.
Like I'm not watching no bootleg. I'm not watching on some bootleg Asian channel Fire Stick. No, I actually watched it. So yeah, so let's think about that. So let's just talk about the movie. Like I said, I know a lot of y'all have no idea what the fuck we talking about. We're gonna talk about it. This is technically the Anime Bullies episode. Even though
it's anime?
Is it anime? I don't know.
It's more computer anime. It's of course CGI.
It still that still count. That still count. But most of the anime like computer generated shit anyway. So yeah.
I guess, but
I don't know.
They didn't have the style. Like, I guess a couple characters had the anime stylized. You know what I mean? But
they all had the anime stylized. It was there, but yeah. But even though it's computer generated stuff like that, so yeah. So think about this movie. What are we talking about? We're talking about Zha II, the highest grossing movie of the year, and it's basically. Best way to describe it, just off the top, is what if Disney and Pixar. No, what if China made a Pixar movie? That's what it is. But what if China out Pixar? What if China out Disney?
Yeah,
And going
the
in Asia
animation
too,
is very well done.
very well done. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, Pixar? What have you been putting out? What was that last shit? EO or LO or some shit like that? Did you see that shit?
No.
Ass. That's what it was. It's on Disney Plus right now. Y'all can watch it. Watch that shit, then watch this shit. You be like, what are y'all doing? Shit. So yeah, that's going on right now. So they got all this money over there pumping out, and China is whooping their ass. Like they whooped their ass with Nasia 1. Nasia 1, I was like, oh, y'all in trouble. That's it. and to be honest with you, look at, and like I said, that's a 6-year gap in between those movies. Eli, the animation paid off.
Oh yeah, the animation
paid off. Like the animation
was
from 2 to 1. It's no comparison. 2, like that shit looks beautiful. It made me even more pissed I didn't watch it in IMAX.
Well, and it's like, do you remember the first time seeing the first Toy Story movie back in the day for us old folks?
The first one, yes.
The first time seeing Toy Story and being like, wow, that's fucking awesome. That's how I felt watching these two movies. Like, wow, I'm totally dazzled. Like by the animation. Like they're doing shit like, wow, I haven't, because we've gotten used to Pixar, but this is like a step above almost, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Pixar doesn't impress me anymore. But when that first Toy Story came out, there was like, oh, this is PS1 graphics. Oh, I shouldn't click this, but I'm gonna click it anyway.
But oh, it's a bot.
Oh, I think it's the same bot. Thanks for listening. Bot. Hey, chop it up with Doombot. Y'all have a good conversation. Oh, but yeah. So but like I said,
we had never seen anything like that before. It was like the first CGI animated movie, I think. And it was
full Finch, even if it was like full Finch, because they had like some cheap ass cartoon, like Beast Wars and shit. But no, we're not talking about that.
But for the time, it was like it was like really fresh and new at the time, and I felt like this. Watching these movies is like, wow, this is like, I get that feeling again. Like, wow, this is like, this animation is so well done that it's blowing me away. I was blown away. My eyes.
Yeah, like the visuals on this, like, wow, this is amazing what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah. I wish I saw this in like the theater.
Yeah, because I imagine like watching this in theaters and IMAX. This shit looks amazing because it's been a while since. And I thought I was at the point, like I said, we had a big age where we're jaded like that. I didn't think animation could impress me anymore.
Yeah,
I thought I was past that.
Here I am. I'm shitting on the first Avatar in 3D, saying it was all right.
Right.
And I'm watching this movie on my TV, like, holy shit, this is way better.
Like on a regular ass TV. Yes, that's what I'm saying. And we just imagine what it would like if it was in a big ass theater. Because I feel like if it was in a theater, this shit would be mind blowing. I think.
Oh yeah, and the sound and the
sounds like because I had the Air Max and stuff like that. The sound is amazing in this movie.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the movie. Let's talk about the plot. What is Nasia?
Nasia.
Is that what we're going with? Let's go with
Nasia.
Okay. So I know we fucking this up, but the point is this movie is based on Chinese folklore, like maybe like 16th century Chinese folklore. That's what they're doing. So
it's an animated wuxia movie.
Yes, animated wuxia movie. This is an age-old tale. Like I said, if you lived in China, I feel like you would almost know this story. Like this is almost like Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat. You probably know it that well,
Yeah, it's probably it's probably
so you live there,
like an old fairy tale.
Yeah. That's a fairy tale. You just know this stuff. Yeah, like that. I have never heard of Nasia before until DC Comics.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find this right here. The Devil Nasia. I remember I kept fucking his name up the whole time we reviewed that comic.
Was that Jin Lun Yang?
Yes. No. This was that guy. The guy that does everything. No, Mark Waid. Mark Waid.
Mark Waid. Okay.
Mark Waid does everything too. But yeah.
Okay.
But remember the Devil Nezza?
I do remember that.
Now. Yeah, I kept saying the Devil Nezza, but because I didn't know what his name was. And that's when Batman Superman had the fusion dance turn into each other, and that was like a damn fucking manga. Like this shit they had to do.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Like that. And then I'm reading the story, and I went back and read it because, like I said, at the time I really didn't think too much about it. But after watching this movie and then go back and reading the comic, and they were telling the backstory of him, it was the same fucking backstory. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. So they knew this stuff. They knew what they were talking about. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you how deep the Devil Nasia goes in DC, like he's deep in the DC lore. He created the Lazarus Pits.
Oh no shit.
That Ra's al Ghul, it's all retcon bullshit, whatever like that. But that's the point. He created the Lazarus Pit. So yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. And I think I think he's even like Ra's al Ghul is like a descendant of him.
I was about to say, well, Ra's al
Like,
Ghul is Asian, right? He's
He's Asian, yeah. So I think he's like a great descendant of him, so like that. Like the demon's head and shit like that. That's the demon.
I ain't got no problem with that. I like that.
Yeah, it's all together. So yeah. So technically, Batman's son is related to this motherfucker. So yeah. Well, it's all connected. So yeah, that's so technically okay. Eli, we didn't turn it back to the comic book bullies. We didn't turn it back to the comic book bullies, or the anime bullies, or the wuxia bullies, or whatever we are. I don't know what this podcast is, but yeah, we're just doing it. So yeah. So that's move right there. So like I said, this is ancient Chinese folklore about, and stop me if you heard this before, about a boy that's a demon that's trying to be a hero and trying to save his village. And we all know what that sounds like. That sounds like Naruto.
Hellboy,
we know the
story.
Spawn, yeah. So, like I said, these stories keep getting retold over and over again and stuff like that.
Raven too, right? Teen Titans.
Wait, which one?
Raven.
Who was Raven? Teen Titans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's son of a demon. Yeah, but she raised like she's fighting the good side, bad side. Like so, yeah. Raven is part of that also. So yeah, that's going on. So yeah, so it's this demon, but and it's like this yin yang thing because his best friend is a angel, not an angel.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if you want to get biblical in biblical terms, he's like an angel. He's like a spirit, like a light from the light side of the spirit world or whatever.
Yeah, they balance each other out, twin flames like that.
And he was raised by the dragon, so he was raised in the darkness. And Neja was a demon raised,
but he's good, right? Yeah, but he was born good and don't raise dark.
Yeah. Neja was a demon raised in light by loving parents,
right?
And then they become friends.
So it's all that nature versus nurture type deal going on.
That's all.
And that's first movie. And the first movie is great. Y'all, it's on Tubi, man. Y'all watch it.
It's awesome. So, it's fucking awesome.
It's an awesome ass movie. It really is. I wanted to do a whole episode on the first one. But I was like, let's wait and then do both of them at the same time. But yeah, that's it. So like I said, we saw the first one. They talk about it, and the crazy thing is, spoiler. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what happened. Like I said, I'm gonna spoil a 5,000-year-old folklore. They die at the end of the first one. So that happened in the folklore. That happened then. But in the beginning of this one, they did some magic bullshit, reincarnation, resurrection shit, and brought them back like that. But weaker than what it was before. So that's kind of like the thing of it. But yeah, like I said, still awesome. Watch it.
Well, half of this
visuals just fucking insane.
Yeah, like half of this movie is Neja trying to get what's his name, Al Bing or whatever, Bing, his homies.
Yeah, bring him back. Yeah,
get his body. Like Neja's body gotten back intact. He got his body back. They're trying to. He had to go on a quest.
That's the first half of the movie. That's the first half of the movie.
And he had to go on a quest to get his homie's body back, and in turn uncovers a big giant conspiracy between the gods.
Yeah, and that blew my mind because honestly, Eli, the first part of the movie, like the first half, I was like, this is cool, actually cool like that, but the story ain't really going anywhere. But when the twist came, I was like, oh, we got story.
Like the first hour is very kiddie, like a lot of gross out jokes and shit, a lot of farting. And...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is China into this shit? Like kids movie, and they doing some really like gross toilet.
He was eating and his mouth was full. There's some nasty shit that it's an animated movie.
The first one was like that. The first one had some gross out humor like that.
Yeah. But I was like grossed out, like this is an animated movie, and I had to look away, like ick. When he's eating with his mouth full, and it's all like, come on, man. But then about an hour in, it like starts turning into some ill shit.
Yeah, and story got darker also.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you know. I know you noticed that, but yeah, like the story, the stakes got higher, darker. People started dying off, stuff like that. Like, we have a story now. So it's like the movie itself is almost two halves.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's
this
long.
kiddie movie at first, which is goofy and shit like that, and then all of a sudden it gets darker with the stakes raised and this political intrigue and this conspiracy stuff like that. Like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, like all wuxia movies, they're always filled. Wuxia movies are very like fairy tale fantasy. You know, all the kung fu fighters have superpowers. They all fly around and throw energy. It's Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
That's what threw me off. Okay, when did they start flying?
Oh, they've been flying for years, man. Zoo.
No, in this movie, when did they start flying?
Oh.
Everybody's flying.
Yeah, everybody's flying. That's just wuxia.
So
man.
that's just a wuxia thing. They just fly.
Yeah, Crouching Tiger,
Okay.
Hidden Dragon, back in the day, Zoo Warriors on the Magic Mountain. Check that. Bride with White Hair. Those are all classic like kung fu flicks. Love them all. But yeah, that's just the thing. They all have these superpowers, and
because I thought they were human. I thought, okay, they ain't got powers like
Well,
the
but
sons like
they're-
that.
yeah,
Like
they
that.
are
Then they just
human.
fucking take off like Neo in the Matrix. Something like,
Yeah.
hold up, what the fuck going on here?
yeah, they're mortals, but they mastered kung fu, and it allows them to
So
fly.
you can fly like Superman?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just
I guess.
Yeah, you master kung fu, that you get that good at kung fu, you can fly.
You can just defy gravity, just like
can
that. I thought they were flying like fast, like zooming past, but like,
Yes, that's
y'all
just
human.
That's just the thing. Throwing fire, all that shit you see in video games have been in movies for decades. And
That
but
shit
yeah,
because I don't think they flew in the first one. That's why it threw me off. And then I thought, okay, maybe it's just them because it's good at it. Then in the movie, everybody's flying.
mhm.
Everybody knows how to
His
do it. It's like they
parents
just know.
yeah, his parents, his mom is voiced by Michelle Yeoh.
I think Michelle Yeoh voices her in both the English dub and the Chinese dub.
And I've seen Michelle Yeoh fly a bunch of times.
That's true. Okay, so see that's the thing, Eli. I hate to knock the movie, but I think I got to knock the movie for that because I do feel like the first movie kind of eased you into this world. Like it threw some stuff at you, but it eased you into this world. Like you can get into this world. But I feel like this, it throws you in the deep end.
Well,
Like this is Chinese culture. It's just right there. This is picking up an Avengers comic in the 130th issue. That's what this is.
and I hadn't seen the first movie in a while, so the new one picks up immediately.
Immediately with the other one
After-
left off.
yeah.
And it kind of like give you a little backstory.
Yeah.
But you better know that shit because it's gonna throw you into it.
Yeah, so it took me a little bit to figure, okay, this is, and remember who people were, and okay. But then once it got going, I was into it, But like all wuxia movies, there's a lot of drama and intrigue and betrayal and double crossing and triple crossing and so there was a lot of that in this, and yeah, the big reveal, the big betrayal, I was like, oh shit.
Because I didn't see it coming.
I didn't see it.
But here's the thing: I watched the movie twice, and when you see it the second time, it's obvious.
Okay.
It's obvious. It makes you see because the first off, okay, the whole point is that Nature's trying to disguise the fact he's a demon,
Yeah.
but he's doing a very shitty job of doing it. And I'm like, there's no way these people don't realize he's a demon. So when you watch it again, you realize he knew the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
He did
Yeah.
this shit on purpose. So that's why it makes
Yeah,
sense.
because he was trying to go to the immortals to get the elixir to do the trials, and he was trying to be worthy of it. They're not going to let a demon into like heaven or whatever. You know what I mean?
And plus, they already said throughout the movie they can sense demon energy.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't that the fact he got to do kung fu. It's like just him walking in the room, they should be able to sense that shit. So yeah. So they're saying. So when I watched it again, it's like, how the fuck I did not catch this the first time? But at the same time, I'll be honest with you, when I watched it, like the first half of the movie, I was kind of zoning out because the story was just another shonen tournament. Okay, whatever. And then when they flipped it, and that's why I kind of wasn't paying attention close enough to pick up those cues. But when the twist came, I was like, oh, okay, we're here.
But then I was like, it started to make sense too, because those demon hunters that were fighting for the Chen temple, like the good guys, the immortals or whatever, the sky world, those demon hunters were kind of dicks. They were like,
okay,
they were like asshole cops.
I'm about to spoil something for you. You ready? Okay.
Sure.
You haven't made. I don't think you made it to the very, very end. Remember those his two bodyguards, like the old guy, whatever his name is. I know he's like a big Chinese name, but what that guy, his two bodyguards, the one with the arrows and shit, and the other one that can fly and shit like that. Yeah, they were revealed to be demons at the end of the movie.
That makes sense. I was wondering about that. Yeah, for those who know, I didn't make it to the. I was trying to watch the movie before this pod started. I got about a half hour left, and that's why we're so late, because I was trying to finish the movie, but I'm like, man, it's getting late, and we better start this shit.
Yeah, so I just put it
So,
for
like
because
the
the whole time
final battle, I'm like, oh shit, the final fucking fight, and I'm like, I better start. Like, I'll
because that
watch.
was revealed at the very, very end. They hit, and then their face got revealed. They're like, "Oh shit," so
Yeah.
like that.
But they
So-
like I'm on the part where they freed the drag. They opened up the portal, or they threw his parents and Chen into the cauldron with the dragons and shit and the demons, and and now they're being released. So basically, yeah, it's all the yin and yang. That sort of, there's good, there's light and dark in everybody, and that's
So hold on. So you haven't made it to the part yet, and I'm going to spoil it again. When Nasia is riding on his friend as a dragon, and he forms like 6 arms and shit, like fucking like Doctor
I
Strange
haven't
and
seen
shit.
that shit yet. No.
Oh damn, that shit. I like, oh fuck, this movie finna.
I got about a half hour left, but yeah, there's all the fighting. Him and Bing are,
and he goes
teaming
all
up
One
and
Punch Man on him,
disguising each other and shit. And,
Okay, wait till you see that
Yeah.
shit, because I was like, holy shit, that scene by itself. I feel like I want to watch that scene by itself in IMAX.
the action is awesome.
The action's awesome.
There's
When
some-
and because you made this far, when he was fighting that lightning dude,
Yeah.
yeah, there is no way you cannot tell me they are not cribbing or borrowing or paying homage to Dragon Ball Z. That was a Dragon Ball Z fight.
Okay. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
whole teleporting, that's all Dragon Ball Z. And like I said, they're paying homage to anime, even though it may not be an anime, but they're paying homage to anime with the stuff they're doing. Because that was a straight Dragon Ball Z fight, the stuff that guy was doing in there.
Oh yeah, and that shit when they were his brother, the little brother Jaguar dude.
Yeah.
And it was like the second trial when they were fighting that master, and ended up chopping off his arm, and that's how that whole shit got started, and they framed Asia for it all.
Yeah.
But that fight scene where he was underwater and like that was
that scene was great. I was like, holy shit. Even though, like I said, the plot was kind of going nowhere, but that fight alone, I like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
The stuff they're doing, the speed of it, the way they were moving, the animation, like Pixar, get off your ass. These guys are coming.
Well, it's a combination of all that. It's animation. It's like I said, it's a wuxia movie, animated, CGI animated, but borrowed from anime and manga and, dare I say, Marvel, the superhero flicks. And
that's what I'm saying. This is a superhero movie.
Yes, they're
flat out. It is a superhero movie.
The Portal, like that's some X-Men shit with Bishop and
yes,
like where they're
movie
they're fighting in the
Marvel.
portal and shit. Yeah,
this movie out Marvel. I'm sorry, it just did.
I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah.
That, you normally would. You gonna wait for me to say it? Fine, I'll say it.
I'm trying not to be that guy. I'm not trying to. I was that guy 5 years ago, man, and everyone said, "Hey, look at this guy," bitched at me about it. But
fine, I'll say it for you. I'll take the heat for you this time. So yeah, this movie shit on Marvel. It really did. But like I said, when you look at the source material and all stuff they're doing, they got powers, they got all this lore, stuff like that. It's a Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like it's got all this lore and stuff like that, so it's there. So yeah, you got all this stuff, you got all this action. They throwing all this crazy fight scenes, stuff like that. It's funny, it's comedy. I'm pretty sure you made it this far. Where like the sea creatures were like eating themselves and realize how.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh, I taste good. Like, hey,
yeah, because they were on fire, they were cooking, and then like the other one started eating because it was a crab back there eating himself.
Yeah. He's like, damn, no one's eating me but me.
And he takes, he's like, okay, yeah.
Or when Neja pissed in he didn't go to the bath, he pissed in the fountain,
right? And
then they all drank the water. Like, this water tastes good.
Use this flavor next time. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So funny stuff. It was some funny lines, and then, like I said, it gets dark. The story does have heavy stakes in it towards the end. Like I said, they got all this lore building going on.
When his village got destroyed and everyone's burnt up, like
he just losing and stuff. So yeah,
I was taken aback, and I'm like, wow, this is a kids movie.
Yeah, because it comes out just like that out of nowhere. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, like bodies are all charred and ashed. Like, holy shit, this is like a fucking death metal album cover.
Right.
I'm like, damn, this is what the kids are watching in China. Okay. Like,
Right. Kid, they gotta learn about it sometimes. Oh, shit.
you know,
Oh, shit. I gotta say, Eli, okay, don't we always criticize China for being like homophobic and all stuff like that?
I guess, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. To me, this movie is a love story.
Okay, yeah.
That's just me. Between Nasia and that dude.
Yeah.
Y'all being
There's-
that is
okay.
a love story. They are holding hands at one point when they're using powers.
And here's the thing: there's a lot of wuxia movies where there's the eunuchs.
Okay.
You know, these eunuchs who will, chop off their manhood to not have distractions and become better kung fu masters.
Okay.
And then they and then in these movies, these eunuchs are usually played by women. Very Bridget Lynn in the Swordsman movies is a eunuch. She's a dude who chopped off her cock.
Okay.
But it's Bridget Lynn, this glamorous woman.
Right.
And she and her and Jet Li kind of have a romance. He doesn't know she's a eunuch, or he or whatever they
Right.
whatever you want, whatever
They,
the pronouns
them, yeah.
are. But that's a reoccurring theme in a lot of wuxia movies.
Okay.
So-
Here's the reason I'm saying it. I think this movie is a love story. Spoiling it again at the very end of it, because at the end when all the bullshit goes down, the dragons decided, okay, we're gonna go into hiding because they're gonna come looking for us because of all the shit we did in it.
Yeah, because
So,
they stole the angel orb or the spirit orb. What's his
That
face?
right.
Bing.
So they know they're gonna get in
Yeah.
trouble. So they decide,
Yeah.
well, we're gonna go to hiding so they can't find us, or at least take a while for them to find us. And they're gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna stand right here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna defend myself, and that's it. So they all leave to like that. But then Albay, the boy, looks at his father. He was like, but father, I want to go back. And he's like, fine, go, follow your heart. I'm like, follow your heart. And then at the end of the movie, they end up together. I'm like, well, they're standing together. I put like that.
Okay.
But they're hinting at it, Eli. They're very strongly hinting at it. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but they're sharing a body the whole time in the movie.
Yeah, I guess you
I'm
can
just
read
saying.
that.
They're technically soulmates.
I guess, yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I get it. I mean, and that's something I guess I've been noticing lately, just about maybe it's just a theme of with dudes. Whenever dudes sort of express feelings towards each other, it's automatically romantic.
Oh,
Like,
you must have watched Top Gun recently.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
But that's just always implied. If dudes express any sort of like emotional feelings, then it's considered romantic, or they're gay or whatever. So, which is another reason why dudes tend not to.
Sidetrack. I watched F1 this weekend.
Okay.
I'm not going to review anything like that. Awesome movie, I want to say. But the whole point is that they had this adversarial relationship the whole time in this movie, and even when they become friends at the end, they're still dicks to each other at the very end of the movie, So just to make sure that we don't get what we're getting in Nasia 2 right now, that's all I'm saying. Like he doesn't, like Damson Idris doesn't be like, follow your heart, running to Brad Pitt's arms and shit like that. The movie don't end like that, It's very bro-tastic and all this shit like that. So yeah, but
Did
this
you
movie,
watch that One Battle After Another?
I saw that also. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I felt like there was some homoerotic tones to Sean Penn's character. He was just a freak.
He was a freak. He was just a freak all around.
I think he just did whatever.
Yeah, I didn't sense that. I didn't sense that at all. But I
I
did
just
think
like
he was a freak.
but just that toxic male Andrew Tate kind of dude is.
Yes, he was all that. He was definitely.
Yeah, like that's what they're probably crashing the gay websites whenever they come to town and shit.
Right.
In the closet like a motherfucker, but portray ultra male douchebags all the time.
Speaking of which, and I hate to get on this tangent, Eli, but I'm realizing that all the 90s rappers, everyone is coming out gay now that I find out more and more about it, And then you realize all the music they were making back then, bitches ain't shit, hoes and shit, like they're like, huh. But they're always making songs about their homies. I love a homie. I do anything for my homie. I die for my homie. But bitches ain't shit. But we're shocked that they're gay. Like, the signs were there, Eli. The signs were there the whole time. We didn't catch it. I'm just saying.
That's pretty much if a dude is being overly douchey and I'm acting tough all the time, it's usually because he really likes dudes. He's got something to hide. He's
He
overconfident.
got something to hide. I don't know how we got on this tangent. I just want to, but I just had to talk about that. That's all. But yeah, like I said, if y'all hadn't seen it, definitely watch Nasia 1 and 2 together. Watch them both together. Awesome franchise. Spoiling again for you, Eli. They set up a third movie.
Okay. Well,
the
I
movie
would
ends on a
imagine if this movie made $1 billion, $2 billion.
Yeah, they're gonna crank another one out. So yeah, but they definitely set up a sequel at the end of the movie. It's a cliffhanger at the end of the movie. So I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Just watch it. But yeah, that's how it ends. So I want to see where it's gonna go from there. Because like I said, the folklore of this, they barely scratched the surface on Nasia. There's some other shit supposed to come. Like if they follow the folklore, which they've done so far, it's more they can keep telling these stories.
Yeah, like Lord of the Rings. Like from what I understand, this is like a novel that for an ancient tale, like an ancient novel. Like
yeah, and like I said, they just barely into it. So the story's already written.
Yeah, but yeah,
like they Disney find stuff like that, but the story's already written. So,
yeah. But yeah, I'm digging it too. I mean, I love the first movie. I'm like, I got a half hour left. I had to stop watching it to talk to all y'all. Our adoring audience, all three of you.
Right.
But no, I'm loving what I was like. I was like, damn it. I really want to finish this, but I gotta go. So I'm really digging this movie. And I love the action. I'm digging the story. It is like Hellboy or Spawn. Yes. He's a demon. He's a monster who wants to do good. And that always resonated with me. The good like the Hulk. He's a monster, but he's a good monster. Chewbacca is a good monster. Godzilla, can be a good monster.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's.
And I'm pretty sure you made it sound because there's one triggering scene for me in this movie. That's what I'm saying. That's why it almost like I want to raise the point and knock it a point also because it was an emotional scene, but it's a triggering scene also. Point is like there's a whole thing, and it makes you in context. The first movie to this movie also it recontexts everything because he never hugs his mom.
Yeah,
and you think because he's too tough, he's too much of a tough guy, stuff like that. I can't do it. No, the reason he didn't hug his mom because he doesn't want to hurt her. Because he does because he's so strong, so like that he didn't want to put her through pain like that. So that's why he never did it. So I like, oh, that's damn. Okay, so he's actually a good kid. He's just trying to learn a good kid, but he just keep
And there's a conversation with where his father's talking to, is it Chen, the demon guy, who's holding the city hostage, and he's talking. And he's like, oh yeah, we freed this demon. Now he's a servant. If he's got a good heart, he gets a second chance. And and that's what I'm talking about. Like there's good and darkness in everybody. And that's the whole. If you look at the yin and yang symbol, it's dark or it's black and white, but there's a piece of each other in both of them. There's a piece.
But it's almost got a racism, classism context to it also in that, like racial profiling context in that.
Yeah,
so, he's a demon, he's bad. But
and like I said,
they're angels, they're good.
Yeah, and like when the demon hunters were rounding up that town of animal demons,
right, and they weren't doing anything. They weren't bothering anybody.
Yeah, did I say it kind of reminded me of an ice raid?
Oh. Good night, everybody.
I mean, it's bad.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't think about it. But when you started talking, I was like, "Oh, is he gonna say it? Is he gonna go there?" Okay.
Yeah, but
no, you're right. You're right. Yeah. It is there.
This this corrupt, authoritarian force, just sort of oppressing people, and they were saying, "Hey, well, they're gonna," and the guys they're gonna take you to the palace, the Sky Palace, and they're gonna rehabilitate you, but they weren't. They were just throwing them in that cauldron.
Right.
And feeding off their
you were
energy.
thinking about ICE, and honestly, that is a strong argument. Also, I was thinking more or less prison reform or lack of prison reform. That too.
Just a corrupt, even on a spiritual God level, the system is corrupt. People
because they're still the government. They govern everything. So
there's those in power. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So, and that's kind of what was going on here. And you have people. Yes, there's good in demons. There's evil in mortals. So that's yin and yang. Like I said, the yin and yang, the symbol. It's black and white, but then there's a piece of white in the black. There's a piece of black in the white. The little circles, so it's like always in balance.
Right.
You know,
It's
they
not
both-
just you just look at this person and they're good or evil depending on their appearance. Nah, because the appearance can change. People that look like demons or angels ain't people that look like angels or demons. It's vice versa. They use that in their fight. I won't spoil it for you, but yeah.
Well, no, I'm at the part where they're all teaming up. It sounds like they're all teaming up, you know, against
Right.
the corrupt asshole on high in the
Right.
sky.
Basically, anybody lower class than them, they all got to team up. Mortals, demons, all stuff like that. And they're basically going against the force, not any real the force of heaven, because they technically aren't the force of heaven. They just assholes that's up there.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole other discussion.
Right.
How deep?
Because it's people above them, but they're doing bullshit while they're not paying attention. Basically, what's going on?
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it's great. It's gonna definitely make my top of the year list.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm trying. That's why I'm trying to watch all these movies now, so I go ahead and make my list. Because some of these movies, I'm like, okay, this gonna make my list. Damn, this kind of disappointing. It's not gonna make my list. That's what I'm in right now. So yeah, I haven't seen. Which is why we're gonna talk about another thing that I get a chance to talk to, but I know you saw, but why I didn't get a chance to talk about. We're gonna talk about Fallout whenever you're ready. But yeah,
Oh, yeah, okay.
let's slap a score on this bad boy.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give it a preemptive 4 out of 5, even though I haven't seen it. It's really got I would give it higher, but I feel like I haven't seen. I got another half hour left. So I haven't really.
Okay,
finished it
I'm gonna wait till you get to when he becomes the 6-armed god,
yet.
and then you're gonna raise your
really
points.
got to
Okay.
shit the bed for me to like. Oh man, this sucks.
No. The part you get into next, that's the best part of the whole movie. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
imagine.
So
I'm like
you in-
right
you in
there,
for a
like,
treat.
oh shit, this is like the final battle. This is gonna get dope. And damn it, I better just stop right now. or else
Okay,
I'm-
you ever play Asura's Wrath? Remember the game Asura's Wrath?
No.
What? Okay, maybe you have it. It's a very obscure game. Nobody. It was on PS2 back then, like that. This game is based. Well, that game was based off Nation or Sun Wukong or all that crazy shit, Dragon Ball Z shit like
Monkey
that.
King
Where Monkey King also like that, where he becomes like this 6-armed god, fire demon, and he goes all One Punch Man shit like that. Like that's what Nation does. Also to basically he goes Super Saiyan at the end of the
Super
movie.
Saiyan,
Yeah. So y'all please just watch the movie, man. I know y'all don't know what the hell we talking about. I'm not gonna show any clips. I want to get flagged or whatever like that. But watch the first one on Tubi.
Yeah, if you like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, you'll love this. You know,
Yeah.
if you love any of those sword play kung fu flicks, you know, from Hong Kong back in the day, like Bride with White Hair, you know, Come Drink with Me, all that shit. You know, Zoo Warriors on the Magic Mountain, stuff that influenced Big Trouble. Big Trouble in Little China was based on a lot of that sort of Chinese.
Kind of like a
tale.
love letter to those movies.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, with the Americanized version of it, but it referenced all that sort of all that Chinese, you know, folklore culture and all that. So, yeah, I'm digging what I'm seeing. I like the first movie. This movie is awesome. It looks amazing. The animation's amazing. The actions, some of the coolest action scenes I've seen all year.
I mean, it's one of the prettiest looking movies I've seen in a year, and it's a fucking video game cutscene. That's basically what it is. But I don't
Basically,
care.
yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
basically what it is. But I don't care. I loved it. It's still one of the prettiest movies I've seen all
And
year.
it's,
So,
and it's
yeah.
really this potty humor that's sort of grounding it, you know?
Right.
Like,
Which
know-
you don't expect for a kids movie, but I guess China to go hard. I guess I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah. So, no, I'll give it a 4 out of 5 right now. Once
Okay.
I finish it, it might go higher. But
Okay, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5 only because I could only get the English dubbed version,
really, it's not on
So,
HBO.
even on HBO. So I looked for it. The first thing I went to HBO, I went look. Well, okay, switch the bad boy to Japanese. It ain't on there. I'm like,
Oh, it's probably in
I'm sorry,
Mandarin.
Chinese, but
whatever.
Mandarin or whatever. Like
Mandarin,
that.
whatever.
Yeah. So I go to it, look for it. It ain't there. It is not on HBO at all. So you can only watch it in English. There is no Mandarin, Chinese, mainland version, nothing like that. So I'm like, bad. Because here's the thing about it.
Japanese, yeah.
We over here at the Anime Bullies, we are subs, not dubs. Subs over dubs. That's what we are right now. Because the thing is, I don't care what you say about any anime or any English version. Whenever they do an English dub, the English dub never, ever, ever capture the emotions like they do in the original version. They may try. Sometimes they get close, but they never capture the emotion. You may not know what they're saying, but you feel that shit when they're over there. So That's why I gotta watch the and plus they changed the language of it also. They say different things in there. It's little stuff like over here they're gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you," or they may say, "You may meet defeat," or some little shit, but still there.
Some translations are like, it doesn't go word for word in English,
Right. Yeah, because some shit just don't translate. Like Naruto Databayo. There is no English translation for that.
Okay.
Yeah, they just made up believe it, but that ain't what he's saying.
Although I will say that Cowboy Bebopping in English is dope. I love those voices.
yes, but I still watch that in Japanese also, just to be on the safe side. So yeah. But so right now I'm gonna get a 4.5 out of 5. But after I watch the Chinese dub, because I think I'm gonna buy it off iTunes if they have the Chinese dub, because I want to get ripped off again. But yeah, but hopefully they'll have it too. So yeah, so we'll move on to the next part of the podcast.
Sure, I'm gonna go finish the movie now.
Okay. Well, I finished the podcast by myself. Okay. I just hear Eli just trumping popcorn in the background.
Oh shit! Like, cry! You hear me crying?
Oh, Deja Doom. All right, so now we're gonna talk about Fallout.
Okay, did you watch
Season
this?
2. I didn't. Eli had so much shit going on this week. I wanted to. I really wanted. I just not enough time in the day. So
okay.
Tell you what, while you watching Deja, I can watch Fallout on this podcast.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. So yeah, but that's going on right now. So like I said, Eli to watch Fallout. I'm not gonna. You don't have to sell me. You can talk about Eli, but you don't have to sell me on it. Fallout. I'll be honest with you. I am pissed that Fallout did not win game of the award for best TV adaptation of 2025. The Last of Us beat it. Like no, fuck no. Fallout was the better show. Fallout, one of the best video game translation adaptations I've ever seen. It was there, and I don't even like them games, but that show was great.
Yeah, I never watched,
and it was better than the Last of Us.
Last
of Us season 2 because Last of Us season 2 kind of was drag ass, and it was kind of like setting up the next season. They didn't really do shit for the second season. So remember how you complained about how they kind of just peter out on the last episode? The Last of Us was very much that. So.
Okay.
It almost felt like they just chopped the second season in half. We're going to give you second half next year. So yeah. But Fallout, fucking awesome. Love it. And it's got all this lore and shit, but yeah, what's going on? Oh, I'm sorry. You go, Eli. You seen it. What
Yes, it's only one episode. They only dropped one episode.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
I could have watched that. Okay.
You could have.
I wanted to watch Nation 2 twice. My fault.
I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, I loved the first season of Fallout. It was one of my favorite shows of last year. I was looking forward to this season. Season 2, episode 1 dropped the other night. Checked it out, and it's cool. Picking up, we had, what's her name, Lucy, and the ghoul or whatever, the guy, the mutated Walt Goggins character.
Yeah, Walter Goggins,
the Red Skull looking dude, cowboy dude.
Right.
They've teamed up together to go searching for her father, who is under the vault, who has got something to do with some shit, Well,
he did some fucked up shit the first episode last season.
I'm not remembering what he. I noticed that I'm not so much into what's going on in the vaults. There's all these other subplots going on, and I feel like the stuff in the vault is like the least interesting shit to me.
Oh, when they cut to those people, that's.
I don't really care what's going on in there,
Political intrigue, don't really care, but yeah.
Yeah. But so they basically show up to New Vegas or whatever, and they're looking for the guy who invented the bombs or was responsible for dropping the bombs. The guy who invented Vault Tech or whatever. They're looking for that guy, and she's looking for her father. Her father made it back to a vault, made it to New Vegas, I believe, and he's gonna do some shit, but no, it's cool. It shows like Lucy and the ghoul guy. It opens. It's like the old Western. Like Good, the Bad, the Ugly. He was captured by some bandits, and they're about to hang him. And she's got the sniper rifle, freeing him from the rope and stuff. And so there's some little bit of their relationship. Of course, he's a hard ass. Who's like been alive for how hundreds of years, how many
years, something like that.
Yeah, radiated and shit, and just used to the rugged, wild wasteland and kills with no question.
And basically, like everybody is still alive eventually going to turn into him eventually, which I think that's in the game also.
Okay. Yeah. So
But,
I never really played the game. I tried it, didn't care for it because it's just too damn long. But so I'm not really deep on the Fallout lore. But
okay.
I am.
Did you watch my Twitch stream? And I'm sure you did when I played the first game. Fallout
No.
1. Oh,
You did
you
tell
heard
me
you
about
you
it.
wound me, Eli. You wound me. But
The
yeah,
old,
okay.
the old like text and shit. Whereas
Yes, that shit. It's on Steam. I bought it. I bought for like $5. I bought like all 3 of them for like $5 for like this. So I played it, and it's a lot of lore in that game. And even with that Sandy Shore or some shit like that.
okay, yeah,
Yeah, the whole game, that whole thing is in there. The whole level is in there. You go through it, all the shit like that, vaults, like that. But yeah, it's there. You come out the vault. It's very Fallout-y. So yeah, that's all I can say.
yeah. But they're sort of having that discussion. He's like this, killer who's used to the rugged, wild wasteland, and she has this sort of sheltered, privileged life of living in the vault.
But she's kind of hardening up to go there.
Yeah,
Like I
she's
said,
trying.
what I said in the first view,
That's like
it's the trope, the break the cutie trope, where you take
yeah,
the innocence and
yeah,
yeah.
and she's struggling with that. She doesn't want to kill. She doesn't want to, she tries to talk out of, hey, can we not do violence, please? Can we just let us go? And we won't have to.
Right.
Yeah, she just shoots people in the ass and the legs.
Which you can do on the game.
Yeah, he's like, will you stop shooting him in the ass? Because I'm just going to have to shoot him in the head anyway.
Right.
So there's that going on, that dynamic. That's a fun dynamic between them two. And of course, there's like the flashbacks of when the ghoul was a human and his wife was working for Vaultec, and she had something to do with the bombs dropping and kind of orchestrated the whole plan.
Now, I did find that interesting, just giving us all a backstory, stuff like that.
Yeah, so there's some of that in there. So overall, it's just the first episode, and I'm digging it. I'm glad it's back on. And yeah, so, but this 4 episodes for this just episode 1, I get a 4 out of 5. It's fun, cool. Looking forward to my new story.
I want to watch it. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to watch Percy Jackson this week, so of course I want to watch all that. First time I ever mentioned. Don't worry, I'm going to talk about Percy Jackson, but not today. We're going to get to it. I got a deep dive into that, but yeah. Let's move on to the next part of the podcast. I don't even know where we at right now. Let's make up some shit. Let's freestyle. Okay. Video game section. Let's go to it. I didn't make a thing, and I don't really give it. Oh, technically we in the video game section because technically Fallout is a video game.
Yeah.
So yeah, so let's count it. All right. So that game that you hate, Marvel Ultimate Alliance or Invasion, whatever.
Invasion?
Yeah, that shit. Okay. So I'm just gonna briefly talk about it.
Did you beat it?
Throw some. I didn't. I haven't played it since last time we talked.
Oh,
it's a lot of shit going on here. I'm sorry.
I haven't beaten it either.
I'm sorry. I'm not pulling my weight around here. But yeah, I just want to throw my screen up. But yeah. Oh, so the thing what I'm talking about is, like I said, I did a Twitch stream on Xbox. Oh, let's do this here. I did a Twitch stream the other day. This is strictly from my Mac. I'm doing the Game Pass thing from there, and I did notice something. This is the level, with the Phoenix and all this shit like that. I did notice something. When I'm playing as Rocket and he's really doing his shit and going like fucking crazy, the stream just goes fucking nuts. It just freezes because he's throwing like bombs and grenades and all this bullshit like that. So he just goes fucking crazy. So it's cool, but I'll just say it's a little bit too much. But yeah. But other than that, cool, fun game. Eli, you didn't tell me that Rocket had all kind of bombs and grenades and shit like that.
His landmine. When you get him going, when you start chaining his moves together, he leaves those landmines and shit.
Yeah, and you can like throw them down, and then you can like shoot people into the landmines and blow them up, stuff like that. But I'm just saying, when I started doing all that shit, that's when the stream just went crazy, went nuts. So yeah, so that's all I got. Hey, can I talk about something else? Okay, we're done with Ultimate Invasion. Let's talk about another game.
All right.
Another game you didn't play. Another game I didn't play. Let's talk about it anyway. All right. The game is called. Let me see if I can find this thing. There we go. Expedition 33.
I've been hearing things about that.
Okay, have you been hearing how it's been winning Game of the Year just left and right? Like they just throw Game of the Year awards at it every time it shows up.
Yeah.
I played it. Not really my thing. Kind of got bored with it. Found like I don't know. It's just a weird game. It wasn't my thing. Maybe I was in a bad frame of mind when I played it. I don't know. But the point is that it didn't win a Game of the Award this week that they thought they were going to win. And you know the reason why I didn't win? because they got caught using AI.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Now, so it's a big thing. Like I said, AI is a big thing right now, especially this. But my thing is this: like maybe I don't know enough about AI to get pissed about that. But don't all video games use AI and have been using AI since video games been video games? Isn't that's what I thought? Maybe I don't know what AI is or how they explain it to me. Like right here when Rock goes fucking nuts, I was doing like a 60-hit combo or some shit like that. Point is, like when like you program an enemy, they program an enemy, and the enemy learns how you fight, something like that. Like, isn't that technically AI? That's what I thought.
I think it's written into the engine. I think it's created, but I don't know if it's like. I don't know.
I see what you're saying. Like they program the enemy to do certain, but I thought they program like if you do this, they like Madden or NBA 2K stuff like that. Like they program those that stuff to react to you. I mean, is that not some kind of machine learning or things like that?
Are you trying to justify AI?
No, I'm just trying to figure out what is everybody pissed about, because everybody's saying AI is evil, AI is this, but I'm like, maybe I'm understanding it different from what everybody else is understanding. Maybe I have a different context of what everybody's talking about.
I think maybe from what I understand, when AI is when they just let this particular program, an AI program, do the work for you. Whereas I think like Unreal, an engine or any sort of like gaming engine that's already created that you're using to make your video game is already just something that was developed by human hands. So,
but they don't do all this shit by human hand. They use computer generated to do a lot of this shit, and they've been doing it before then. Like they make a level or
you forgot your orb, dude.
No, I didn't.
I'm watching the stream here.
But it didn't matter. I'm gonna get in the orb anyway. So yeah. But that's my thing. Like I just thought that you program it in there. I see what you're saying. You program it and it just does it. It just makes stuff like that, I guess. But even for video games, I mean, like I said, AI has been in there some kind of competition to begin with. And like people doing like motion capture like that. Like, okay, Vince, like people getting pissed off about these AI prompts and shit like that. And people that they don't know just like that. Haven't video games been doing that shit like forever? Like when you mocap NBA 2K where you make the people look like LeBron James, stuff like that. I mean, aren't they doing it then?
Yeah, but
they're not hand drawing those guys.
But there's still like a creative human element to that, I think. Where I think what they're saying is like AI, there's AI programs that just do all that for you, I guess. I think that's what they're talking about.
I mean, I thought they were doing it already. That's I don't know. I don't know, Eli. I don't know. I just want to show my gameplay. That's all. That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying when Rocket goes fucking nuts like that. But yeah, that's all I got.
No, so, Rocket's like I was rocking Rocket through most of the game until I was getting towards the end where I had to mix it up.
Yeah, you got to use them as a mixture with Captain America with those flying guys. I just had
this level. I beat this level with Storm and Jean, like the two flying.
Oh, that's cheating, man. That's
I got sick of playing. I kept dying. I had to get. This motherfucker kept beating me.
Oh, finally, I bet about 3 times and I was able to get it. But yeah, anyway, move on past that. Y'all watch my stream if y'all want to see how they ended. I beat it, don't matter like that. But anyway, we move to the next part of the podcast. I just want to just show the stream. That's all.
All right.
All right. Like I said, this is Comic Book Bullies. We talk about comic books. We're gonna jump into it. Eli, I'm gonna let you go first, and whatever we got, we're just gonna go with that. So yeah.
I guess I'll do. Well, since we're doing Marvel, I'll do Aliens versus Captain America, number 2.
Aliens versus Captain America. Let's get to it. And you said Bucky was in this book?
Yeah, this takes place back in World War II.
Okay, because he's on the cover, so yeah.
Yeah. Baron von Strucker has discovered the xenomorphs and has been using them to experiment on soldiers, and the Howling Commandos, along with Nick Fury, went to go investigate the Hydra hideout, and Cap and Bucky are investigating too. They're with them, and they find in the Hydra hideout there is an alien hive, and the aliens start attacking everybody, and they start killing everybody. like Dum Dum Dugan. Everybody gets like murked, like chopped in half, impaled, like they die in very gory, horrific ways. The Howling Commandos just get torn to shreds by the And I was quite surprised by that. And then Cap starts throwing down. So apparently, I guess the bullets back in World War II weren't powerful enough to kill the aliens. I guess because the bullets ain't doing shit.
Really?
Yeah, they're shooting them with their World War II guns, and
normally a gun would do something against a predator. Well, these are aliens, but
yeah, but they're not working against them. So yeah, but Cap starts throwing down, and he kills a couple. And I guess the acid can't melt, because aliens have acid for blood.
Mm-hmm.
So acid can't melt my vibranium, apparently. So that's good to know. And it's basically just down to like everybody's dead except Bucky and Cap. And then they get swarmed by a whole horde of xenomorphs coming in. Mm-hmm. And then kaboom, the fucking wall blows up, and a big giant robot that I thought was Kang for a second.
Mm-hmm. No. Okay, the giant robot, Iron Cross. I think it's Iron Cross.
No, it's a fucking like a Kree robot.
Kree 457. Sentry 457, I think this name is.
I think it's a Sentry.
Yeah, I think it's Sentry 457. It's like a very specific Sentry, but yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was Kang because he was purple and shit. Mm-hmm. Oh no, it's like a big giant robot. It's got like robot arm, like robot gun on his arms and shit, and starts taking out.
Kree sent it down here like centuries ago, and it just woke up all of a sudden.
Yeah, and then it just starts taking out the aliens and shit, and then grabs Cap and Bucky, and they fly up to a ship, in the sky, and a bunch of Kree come out with jetpacks, and they're like, "Hey, I am Captain Marvel, and we are the Kree army or whatever, and we come in peace.
Oh,
it looks like you all got a xenomorph problem. We're here to help you take care of it." And that's where it ends.
Okay, so Captain America and Captain Marvel shows up. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I thought this was fun. I thought it was pretty fucking gory as far as like, holy shit, like the Howler Commandos get like murdered, like totally slaughtered.
Yeah.
Oh man. A lot of really cool action, and it's just a simple Alien. This is all you got to do. This is all you need to do with Alien. Just have xenomorphs fucking people up. We don't need eyeball alien squid things and sheeps and Men in Black shit. Just stick to the formula. That's all you got to do. So yeah, this was fun. I give it a 4 out of 5. I'm digging this.
Okay, cool. All right, you know what time it is, Eli.
Uh-oh, what are you doing?
DCKO.
Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't read this.
Okay, you mean these? It's multiple ones that came out.
Okay, I didn't read any of them.
You didn't read it? Okay, that's cool. So yeah, the book we're going to start off with is Titans 30. It's a Titans book. Technically, it is a DCKO. It's a DCKO tie-in, but it's a fight. It's a fight in there. So yeah, I'm trying to get this thing set up, and I think I screwed up already. We're gonna go anyway. Okay. So the fight this week is Cyborg versus Swamp Thing.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. So it's a pretty good one right here. So, and you think about it, it's kind of an even fight. You're like, okay,
that sounds interesting now that I think about it.
Yeah, because you like
nature versus technology and shit.
Nature versus technology, yes. You think, okay, that's actually a pretty good fight. Who will win here? Both kind of like gods in their respective fields, stuff like that. Like one's a tech god, and the other one's like a elemental god or whatever you want to call it like that. So yeah, but it's other stuff going on also. So it's not just that, it's other stuff also. But we'll just get into it. Let's see what we got. So yeah, all right. So the book starts off with. Let's go to it. Let's blow this bad boy up. Get out of there. We saw, the whole Wonder Woman thing there. All right, so you got here Cyborg versus Swamp Thing, exactly what you think. And Cyborg is fucking up Swamp Thing at first. They're going at it, they thinking they're evenly matched, but he's like, this ain't evenly matched. So what Cyborg does, and like I said, it's like 2 pages. He basically has enough UV light to go completely scorch Earth and basically wipes out any plant life within a 1,000-mile radius. Everything's gone, including Swamp Thing. KO. Gone. That was pretty easy. You're like, okay, that round was fucking easy. What's going on with that? So, yeah. And then the heart, celebrates and all this shit like that. And then, okay, next round, you kind of pick your form and whatever form you want to pick and all this stuff like that. So, yeah, Cyborg's seeing all the other forms. Trying to pick, like, the best form he can get. But he's like, you know what? I whooped Swamp Thing ass so bad. I'll just keep my regular form. I mean, just never running around over with. But meanwhile, Swamp Thing does change form. Swamp Thing gets a hold of the form, and he's like, whatever this is. I don't know that form, Eli. I hope maybe you know it.
The red. He looks like
He's red.
Spores or some shit.
Some shit like that. And then Cyborg just asked him. He was like, okay, which Swamp Thing are you? Are you Alec Holland? Are you somebody else like that? And he just go, I'm Swamp Thing. That's all you need to know. And then he started shooting like spores at him and shit like that, like acid and all kind of like toxic plants and like that. He was like, dude, I'm a cyborg, man. And he just puts like a air filter over his head like that. That shit ain't gonna stop me. And he blasts Swamp Thing again. And he's like, nah, man, you don't get this. This fight is not gonna end the same way it is before. And then he reforms himself and then turns into like this giant swamp dinosaur and eats Cyborg. So Cyborg is inside of his stomach right now. And Swamp Thing forms a face in his stomach to talk to Cyborg. And he's just like, okay, Cyborg's like, don't worry, I'm going to make a buzzsaw and just chop my way out of this shit like that. And we're going to keep the fight going. But then Cyborg kind of hits him with, Swamp Thing hits Cyborg with, Cyborg, what are you doing? You're trying to fight for Earth, but you're just a human. You don't really know what you're fighting for. I am the Earth. I'm trying to defend myself against the heart of apocalypse. What are you going to do better that I can't do? And Cyborg's just like, damn, he kind of got a point. And that's all it took for Swamp Thing to get the advantage of him to have his digestive acid dissolve him, swallows him, and that's it. KO. How sweet, dark meat. I should have said that. I should have said that. Some other Teen Titan bullshit, don't care. So yeah. Round 3, let's get to it. So now Cyborg like, okay, I'm gonna change my form now. I'm gonna have a new form. So yeah, we're gonna make it a little bit even because you beat my ass last time because I took you too lightly. So yeah. And then that's when Swamp Thing's just like, see, you still don't get it, man. You still thinking like a human. You're a machine, you're a cyborg, but you still think a human. You think this is a one-on-one fight. And then that's when Swamp Thing clones himself, like Shadow clones himself all over the fights like that. So it's like an army of Swamp Things. He was like, you're just one man. I am Legion. And it's a whole bunch of Swamp Things versus Cyborg. But Cyborg's like, no, you got this wrong. This is not a one-on-one fight. Just like you got a bunch of people, I got a bunch of people. And that's when Cyborg reveals that he is in his Titanic armor. He didn't call it that because he's a Leonardo DiCaprio fan. Shout out to one battle after another, but we'll talk about that. The reason he calls it that form is because he can use all of the Teen Titans' powers. Starfire, Starbolts. He can use arrows, lasso, Nightwing's Eskrima, all his sticks, Beast Boy's claws and shit like that. So he has all of the Teen Titan powers in his suit. And he's just like wiping out Swamp Thing and Swamp Thing, stuff like that. And he's like, okay, you want to keep going? Let's keep going, Swamp Thing. I'm ready for it. He to burn them all down. And Swamp Thing reforms himself. He's like, okay, look, all I need to know is that are you going to fight the heart as hard as you fought me? You're like, yes. Cool. That's all I need to know. Go in. And you're like, okay. And bam. Swamp Thing just kind of forfeits. The end. KO. So,
Okay.
yeah. So he's like, that's suck. I kind of wanted to fight him. But yeah. So yeah. And Booster Gold beats the shit out of one World Forger, and he absorbs the chrono energy into himself but there's one guy to stop him. Gorilla Grodd versus Booster Gold. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and another tag ending also. They find out some bullshit going on down on Earth because Earth is going crazy because it's actually turning into apocalypse. And they realize they're feeling some Omega energy down there. So they go down there and see who's Omega energy coming from. And it is, bam, and they get shocked. Grail, the daughter of Darkseid.
Oh, shit.
She's a thing. New 52. Why does she like Wonder Woman? Because Darkseid knocked up an Amazon on Themyscira. And she was born the exact same day on the opposite side of the island Wonder Woman was born. Yeah. Basically an evil new god, Amazon, Themyscira, Wonder Woman. That's Darkseid's daughter. So, yeah. So, 3 out of 5, because they threw in some other Titans bullshit that I didn't really get into. Kind of had me keeping up with the book. I know you have, Eli, but I really haven't. I've been kind of, that's the first Titans book I read in this run. Cool fighting it was going, but I think the fight was so even, I realized we really ain't got no winner in this one. They too close. Like, they really could just keep going if they wanted to. So let's just have one of them just forfeit. Otherwise, this book's going to be a fucking graphic novel. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's it. So, what you got next?
I have G.I. Joe number 16.
G.I. Joe. Okay.
Um,
I know.
this
What's the storyline in this one? I know there's like a continuation.
the Dreadnought War.
Okay.
Is this the last? Is this the? No, I think this is one more. So the Dreadnought War. The Dreadnoughts have set up Cobra Commander
Mhm.
because Cobra Commander fucked them over and took their energon. Because this is the Transformers and G.I. Joe universe, you know.
And Mask. I remember you saying Mask.
And Mask, yeah, Mask is around too. Duke had shown up in the desert to the same spot because they found the energon signature. So he got caught up in the whole crossfire. So him and he's trying to take Cobra Commander alive because he wants to find out information on this whole energon thing. So Duke and Cobra Commander have sort of teamed up against the Dreadnoughts, and the last issue they kind of got cornered, but then G.I. Joe has shown up because they were wondering where Duke had never returned. So he never returned from that mission where he's going to go check out the energon. His last ping was in this desert or whatever. Let's go find him. And so they show up, and there's a big, huge battle with the G.I. Joe and the Dreadnoughts and shit. And then meanwhile, Destro is meeting with Hawk, Colonel Hawk, and telling them about how the Joes have been lying. One of the Joes, we got information that one of your Joes, Clutch, has a robot Hound, the Jeep. So
Right. Okay.
and sort of trying to make a deal with Colonel Hawk, but then Colonel Hawk says "fuck you," and then they escapes, and there's a big old action scene, chase scene. Hawk takes out a bunch of Cobra guys and escapes. It's just it kind of leaves the Joes and the Dreadnoughts are preparing for their final battle, and they want to take Cobra Commander alive because they want to interrogate him. So, that's kind of it. We're just kind of setting up for the final issue in this war, the Dreadnought War. And like I said, I'm digging this. I'm digging this book. I'm digging this storyline. Another 4 out of 5. Yeah, a lot of fighting and bad. Yeah, there's a Buzzer with his chainsaw, and
Like the panel right there.
fights and stuff. So a lot of fun. 4 out of 5.
Cool. All right, but you said that wasn't the last story in the arc, though, was it?
No, I think there's one more issue in this Dreadnought War arc. Yes. Nice.
Okay. All right. So next book I'm going to do is another DCKO book. We're gonna keep the party going. This time is a fight that may be a little bit closer. ZATANNA versus Harley Quinn.
Okay. Magic.
Yeah.
Well, one's a magic user, right?
One's a magic user and one's a crazy clown. So yeah. So who's gonna win this fight? So that's going on right now. So we got ZATANNA versus Harley Quinn. This is round 5, so we're almost done with the first round of it, but that's what's going on right now. So let's just get to it, see what's going on. So, and I wonder who's going to win. So the book starts off with ZATANNA, because they basically made it look like the House of Mysteries, because basically want to first round her. She look around, she don't know who her opponent is right now. She's just looking around fighting, and she gets there and she sees Harley Quinn. Now the thing is, ZATANNA and Harley Quinn are friends. They're cool with each other. And that's why ZATANNA is actually kind of happy it's Harley Quinn. She's like, oh, thank you, it's Harley. Harley, okay, cool. Harley, I know we're going to fight this out. I'm just glad it's you the one I'm going to fight it out. So this thing, let's just have a fair fight. And then before she even finished the sentence, bam, Harley hits the throat. So she wants to say what the fuck, but she can't because Harley crushed her voice box. So she can't talk back because you spell, so she can't talk.
She can't say abracadabra.
So, there you go. She can't say shit.
Alakazam.
She can't say shit. Yeah. Right. So Harley's just like, okay.
A la peanut butter sandwiches.
Right. Yeah. So ZATANNA's just like, man, fuck them, get the fuck out of here. So Harley just chasing down like fucking Michael Myers and shit, just walking her through the house and shit like that. Like, 1, 2, Harley's coming for you. She click clacking until she take her shoes off, and she like there. So Harley's kind of just fucking with her right now. They ain't coming for us like that. But and then Bam's just knocking down shit around her, stuff like that. She's like, "Oh, how's your voice box?" And then Bam hits her in the stomach, and then she jumps off the top rope, bam, and stabs her, kills her. So first round goes to Harley. So yeah. And then she gets imbued with Omega energy and all this shit like that, all the powers like that. And then she realized that she could become any ultimate version of Harley she wants to become, shit like that. I think she just stays Harley. I don't think she does anything like crazy or shit like that, at least not now. And then for some reason, Zatanna's voice is starting to come back a little bit. She's like, you know what? I don't need my magic to fight you, Harley. Batman taught me how to fight. I think Batman taught us some other stuff also, but that's a whole nother book. We're gonna get into it. So yeah, she's like, okay, well, let's go to it. Just hand in hand, 1-on-1. Let's go. Okay. And she's just like, yeah, let's go. And then Harley is just like, and she looks, oh, so this might be interesting. She looks at us and says that. And Zatanna's like, who the fuck you talking to? She's like, don't worry about that. They know. So I don't know if that was a thing that Harley can break the fourth wall, but yes, thing. So yeah. So they fight 1-on-1. Just go to it. And Zatanna kind of sucks. Harley rips off her ring with her ear attached to it. So she finally uses her magic to heal herself. She's like, there you go. Finally, you start using magic. I knew you had to use some magic to go against me. So they fight again. Zatanna stabs her. And Harley's like, nice. Now you starting to get it. But you know what they say? Thigh for thigh. And it stabs her back. And then yeah, so Zatanna's finally just really just whooping her ass, and she like, now you finally starting to whoop some ass, and then she just runs at her and bam, punch so hard that I guess it kills her, KOs her, whatever like that. So that round goes to Zatanna just with her hands, no magic. So yeah. So now this is the third round, and then Harley's just like, okay, now I'm gonna make you do some magic. You're gonna do it, otherwise you're gonna lose this round. Because Harley used her ultimate form, Zatanna Harley. Harley gives herself Zatanna powers. So now we're gonna fight and see what's going on. So yeah, and Harley still keeps talking to the fourth wall, breaking the fourth wall, seeing what's going on, stuff like that. So yeah, and yeah, so Harley is doing magic, hitting Zatanna with it. She's gonna make you gonna fight me with magic, or you're gonna die, And then, and she not only that, because remember Harley's other power also, she's a psychiatrist, so she's getting in her head. She's like, look at you, Tanner, you trying to be all, you're supposed to be the strongest magic user in the world, but you always second fiddle to magic men. Your father was stronger than you. John Constantine is stronger than you. All these men you're close to, and you just in their shadow. So why don't you just really go for it and show us who the strongest really is? So if you want this fight, really go for it. And she pulls out a magic gun and shoots at her. And that's when Zatanna finally uses her magic. And I guess her magic is so powerful, she's like really, really crank up. She ain't got to talk backwards. She just kill you. And that's what she does with Harley. Just takes out. Oh, no, she stabs her. That's what she does. But yeah. But Zatanna is upset because Zatanna never killed anybody before. And not only that, she killed a friend. But she realized this is what you got to do to get to the next level. Because Harley's trying to tell you, look, this fight was never close. You was always going to whoop my ass. But I had to get you in the frame of mind to really go for that, because you are really the strongest motherfucker in this tournament. If you believe in yourself. If you go half-ass, you ain't going to win. So that's what I was trying to do the whole time to make you do that. So I knew I was going to die. And it might be a permanent death. But as long as I get you to win, just wish me back. But you got to win this thing. And that's when Zatanna wins for KO, but she's crying the whole time when she wins with blood on her hands. Because she had to look at a friend to do it. Yeah. The end. Yeah. So overall, that's a pretty cool story. I kind of like the story. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, I mean, because Zatanna versus Harley, that is not supposed to be a thing, but it was an emotional story with this. So yeah, like what links are you going to go to, and can Harley bring out the worst in people? Is what she's trying to do. So yeah. So okay, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5, man. I like this story. I like the story. The twist on what's going on. But what you got next?
I'm booked out. I mean, I read that Ninja Turtle, the Casey Jones book is still fun. The Daredevil and Punisher still fun. And what else did I read? Oh, the Jedi Knights. That was cool too. It's fine.
Oh, they had one out too? Okay, cool.
Yeah. I think that book is done now. I think. It said,
but there's still Star Wars books out there, right?
yeah, but I think the Jedi Knights book is done.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that's about it. That's those are my runner ups. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm booked out.
Okay. Well, this was an easy breezy show. Not
Yeah,
gonna complain about that. Like I said,
we've been going on some epic runs lately.
yeah. Now, if you had finished Devil Nasia or Nasia 2, we probably would have done the same thing, a 3-hour episode like that. But that's okay. We'll wait till you finish the 30 minutes you got left, and then we'll do 3 hours next week.
Yeah. Well, if we do a top 10, if we do like the best of the year, it's probably going to be on my list. I could talk about it some more. But.
Which I think next week, Eli, I think we should do top 10.
Not top 10
Or
next
not.
week?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk. We're not going to commit. We're not going to commit just
coming
yet.
out?
I
You're
think
not
we're
gonna go
gonna
see
we're not gonna
Avatar?
commit. Fuck that movie, man. No. No, I give it two shits
full
about
deep
Avatar.
dive review.
I don't even want to go
Avatar and all the
see just for
lore.
Avengers. I wait till Avengers come on. We've done it before, and I just talked to this bitch by myself. So I'm like, I don't feel like talking about Avatar 2 hours by myself. Fuck that movie. I always come on Disney Plus. So yeah. Like I said, if you listen to something long, you see the thing, like, share, subscribe, go to it. Next week, maybe we do top 10, maybe we won't. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is ever set in stone. Nothing is ever planned on the show. We just do what the fuck we want to do when we want to do it. So yeah, we'll see where it goes. Until then, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
He's like, oh, okay. I thought you left already.
Yeah, no.
You still watching Nasia? That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this
Okay.
is Eli.
I
I'm
hear popcorn
here.
in the background. Yeah. All right. We'll talk to you guys next week. Same bullet time, same bullet channel.